Heyo, y'all. Welcome to WatchaMania. It's your AEW Dynamite Bakersfield, California. Watchalong and live reactions for May 22nd, 2024. I'm your host, Avi David, as always. Please do drop a thumbs up on the way in. Hope your days have been kind to you. And if not, hope this evening helps make up for that. That's what I'm looking for myself here. Apologies for the delay. Things have just kind of been falling apart. Hi there, Cat. The curtain got you. I forgot what I was going to say. There was something else about that. But yeah, hope everybody's doing all right. It's all of these different... minimizing this. Please do drop a thumbs up on your way in, y'all, especially if you're heading over to the curtain. Goes a long way in these streams. Really trying to get boosted, especially because we recently had a bit of an unsubscribe situation. Channel was hit. It's a minor situation, but we just dropped under 400 subs, so we're trying to even that back out again for us. Hello to you too, George. And greetings, hey there, Lone Star. How you doing? I'm glad to hear it. Thank you. It's very nice to share an evening with you as well. This is very much needed. This company, this wrestling. It is 2 E's, my friend Eric, as you see. But yes. Hello, Eric. How goes it? Hope you're doing well. Apologies for the delay to the start of the stream. We're just about to get the Nord fired up. Hopefully the stream has been established long enough so we don't have a crash. With the luck I've been having today, I wouldn't be surprised if this stream goes down. It's been a tumultuous one, to say the least, George. We're keeping the roll. Discord wants me to commit crimes tonight. It's on its bullshit not letting me move people again. Scroll down, Rhea. The thing is, I was like, why can't I move people? And then when it gives me a thing, I have to scroll down. Like, it'll give you such a long list of options that you'll actually have to scroll down before you can see the move to section. You did? I don't know what to say then. Other than I'm on my way. Oh, it's moved? Oh. Yeah, it's rough. How are we feeling? I'm disappointed to AEW. I don't think they will. I think this is going to be a good time. Get this music paused and get this Nord fired up. We're going to be getting the show on the road. My day was okay. I'm glad that it's been relatively kind to you. I had to bounce from your stream early last night. Did Tay advance? Tay did not advance. No worries, Eric. It's understandable. You know, we WatchMania. We do a lot of things here. Right? Who knows? I might change soon. We gotta get things figured out. At the very least, I have my notepad ready for voice. This we love. Discord can't take that away from you. To apologize for any buffering. We're firing up the Nord, getting the show on the road as we just turn over to the top of the hour. Oh, you just now want to tell me about those background processes. You gotta be kidding. Ooh-hoo-hoo. When do you think TK comes back? I'm thinking it's going to be sometime after Double or Nothing. I swear I'm going to lose my mind. Did it not even connect? Oh, no wonder. I'm sorry for the hold up, y'all. The show's probably started by now. Hopefully there's just an entrance going on and not some like epic segment, because that sounds like a bit of, oh, hey, we're just now getting the intro. That's super dope. Wait, no, we're not, because I don't have the right show. This is rough. Apologies, y'all. I'm so sorry. Oh, no. No. All right, we're just now getting there. Oh, Devin, you're doing amazing. Appreciate it, Rhea, as I sit here and flounder. I just want this 2 hours to go on forever. Anyone is here like the video. Very much the case, Rhea. Those comments go a long way for us after the fact. I might feel that. What is this? What is this? Did my audio just die? I don't know what just happened with the audio. For me personally. I'm so confused. I literally can't hear the stream. This is what's going on. Apologies, y'all. This is boggling to me. It's funny is the stream can still hear the audio, so that's even more mind-numbing. Bryan still sings for the Josh energy. You still go. Hey there, Jesse. What's up? How goes it? I don't. What's happened? I'm. This is mind-boggling. I'm gonna try turning off my headphones and turning them on again, maybe? Where's Warlord? I'm not sure. Warlord? This is mind-blowing to me, y'all. I truly don't know what's happening because, like, this is just an issue for me. I can't hear anything going on right now. So I'm going to try switching over to my other headphones because I don't know what's going on. What is this poll stuff? This has happened several times now. And when I clicked this is when my audio disappeared. Did it just come back? No, it didn't. Fuck that then. This has been a frantic start. I am so sorry about this, y'all. This has not been much of a watch long. It's more so just been a Devin panics because everything goes wrong. What is... I don't know what this is. What is going... Do I need to refresh the stream? Because now my headphones are... Okay, here we go. I can hear it. I'm going to fix this for the stream. Nice, Tope. I'm going to try and get right back into this, y'all. This has been rough. This feels like a strike of karma, and I just don't know why. What is this thing that this is doing? Doesn't help that all of a sudden Triller TV is ad central. Nice with the Uranagi backbreaker, though. Get to see Ospreay and Strong tangle up a little early. Yeah, Trent's picking apart Ospreay is not something I thought I was going to see tonight. I mean, Ospreay's turning. Never mind. He was turning it around. The Internetal champion. Right? Truly just top tier. What is this? I'm hating this. Why is Triller doing this, and how can I stop it? For those of you who have Triller TV, are you also getting quizzed about the show tonight? Like just a pop-up, what are you looking forward to? What is the thing you're interested in? I'm interested in this not getting in the way of the goddamn show I'm watching. Satnam Singh in his singles debut tonight. This is going to be interesting. Oh my gosh, over-rotating, landing on his butt. Right? Messiah the backbreaker might be the Messiah of the blown back. Yo, turn it. Oh, he was planted though. What is today? I just miswrote Taz 5 times. There is only 3 letters. Today is a full moon and the beginning of Gemini season. I'm so fucking tired of this thing already. Oh man, I'm trying to keep my cool, but like if everything going on, I don't need Triller TV doing this right now. Don't you talk about me like that. What? It's your season. And it's a full moon. Like I don't entirely know what that means for you. It definitely means something. Oh, he wants this pile driver again. Ospreay looking out for orange there. Nice combination there. The right hand. Oh, you see, I didn't even see his end. I didn't even catch his entrance because that's when my audio decided to get all screwy with me. By the way, I just realized the audio is actually not coming through in the show. My bad, y'all. Here, let me get that sorted out for you. Although we are on commercial break right now, so those of you who are just seeing it picture in picture, don't know much what's going. Well, can't really use it to sync at the moment, but when you return, you'll know. You'll hear it there. But yes, right, the fact that he's still just pretty much having the best friend's entrance as just his is kind of nasty.
They can trust me to always do the right thing for their business. Trent Beretta just catapulted Orange Cassidy throat first.
Well, I think that's true on Don Callis' behalf. The guys understand they're going to make more money, get higher in the card with a guy like Callis pushing for you. It's no.
Look at this. The referee's attention is diverted and Mike Bennett met Taven. That's ridiculous right there.
Well, you're going to see this coming up on Sunday. I can tell you that right now. Will Ospreay's got to contend with those 2 guys, the Kingdom, on Sunday.
And now Beretta inside the ring. Goes for the cover. Orange Cassidy able to kick out.
Yeah, we're in Bakersfield here, just so you guys know. Loud crowd, they're into this. They're having a good time.
As they call Bakersfield, the Bakersfield of Central California.
Yeah, well,
What?
Armpit Jones, but here we go. Roddy Strong right now. All over
What was that? They call Bakersfield the Bakersfield of Central California? What does that mean? Also, the history-riddled tag match. The heel team v. heel team is what's interesting to me. Hello, Zoe. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hey there, Olive. How goes it? I hope your night's doing well to you, Zoe.
brings those chops. Heavy-handed guy.
He's brutal. And Don, if Orange Cassidy, I mean,
I imagine you two are the tired.
one of the most beloved wrestlers in this entire company. What does he need?
Yeah, X-Kong, but this is a new kind of act out. Like, they just decided to give me a pop-up quiz and, like, try to survey me about the show in the middle of the show. It's like, nah. What makes you think? I am indeed, yeah. I believe it. Play wrestler Tetris. Completely fine. Completely understandable.
Red hot starts at AEW Dynamite as we approach Double or Nothing. Here we go this Sunday in Las Vegas, Nevada, as Roderick Strong putting up brakes for Cassidy, but Cassidy, the drop kick and
Trying to do that kip up.
can he? No, I think he's scooting.
That's an inverted worm. There's the kip up.
Gives up the hand at the last second.
And Ospreay taking out some of his pent-up aggression on the jaw of Beretta, swinging a miss and
Does it again.
Flying forearm elbow.
Is this Ospreay's first tag match?
Roddy Strong now. 2-on-1. Here we go.
Unbelievable. Got a great sense of timing in the ring.
and the near leg is hooked.
No, Olive. That's rough, my guy.
Amazing dynamic performer. Ospreay is at the top of this match, and you are correct, sir. That's what he is.
And he's showing it off right now.
Fort Locos? Fort Locos?
AEW International Champion this Sunday as Trent Beretta.
An alcoholic beverage.
Ospreay puts on the brakes. Beretta, though, finds his footing.
I do believe. Oh my gosh, that was a high angle half and half.
Sure did. That release half and half.
I have 8 locos.
Off a bit.
That's great.
Ospreay.
That's funny.
And now Beretta making the tag.
But yes, I couldn't confidently tell you what 4 locos are. Honestly, Zoe. Just be careful drinking them out. Yeah, I do believe they're an alcoholic beverage.
Roderick, oh, great job following him in that time.
Nice shot. You're getting a preview right now. What's
Just
going
careful
on
drinking them
this
outside.
Sunday?
Yeah.
Is that double or nothing?
Brings him up. Pancake.
Oh, he's setting him up now.
The far leg hooked and no. Ospreay.
Smart how Roddy captured that hand to prevent Will from grabbing the bottom rope. Didn't matter. He still kicked out.
Roderick Strong thus far has
Ain't the Midwest. They don't like drinking down here. Oops.
He knows. He knows this Sunday.
Oops.
Vegas, Roddy
Why
Strong
oops?
has a massive threat at his championship.
Remember, it was Roderick Strong that ended the reign of Orange Cassidy as the AEW International Champion. As Ospreay
Oh, and,
ducks under a knee.
oh, he's gonna. Yep. Package him up there. Package super kick.
Next, the tag is made to Orange
I never understand that. When you finally make a hot tag and then tag back out to the really beaten up person 2 minutes later.
No, look at this teamwork here. Wow.
The way he just hooked the elbow and just dropped there. Roderick Strong. Excuse me. Trent's his. Can't argue that, Olive. Trent's heel work has been fantastic. Indeed, I am Hassad, especially after the rocky start to things. Now we're finally here. I'm hoping we stay that way. Yo, Ospreay just playing mega homie here. I think you need to learn. Stop trying to do Stop trying to do avalanche moves to that guy.
Strong forced to go this alone. Ospreay steps up the enziguri, and now Orange Cassidy.
This must just be to get clicks up.
Into Roderick Strong. Cassidy looking for the cover.
Ospreay was trying to stop Trent Beretta from breaking it up, but
I'll give it to Trent. That was great strategic move, Cass.
it was. It definitely was. Ospreay tried to stop him, just couldn't.
By the way, there you see the QR
Yeah.
on your screen. If you want
That's kind of where I'm at, Raya.
something on pay-per-view, you can. And tickets are still available.
What else we been locked? Oh, it's been locked down. They locked it down 6 months ago. I realize I'm not wearing a wrestling shirt. I'm wearing. Nice. I currently am wearing a shirt. A shirt of a dead team, but a shirt nonetheless.
Callis grabbing the boot of Orange Cassidy, trying to thought that was his buddy. Well, Roderick Strong was looking for the end of heartache on Orange Cassidy, and Don Callis just saved him, potentially. End of heartache. Oh, Stun Dog Millionaire. Ospreay.
Oh, that's Dunzo.
What are you doing?
I see something going wrong, and I got to get involved. That's what I say.
Tearing embedded.
Good. Get rid of those guys.
Oh, watch out. Matt Taven on the outside.
Nice. As soon as my roommate gets back, I'm pulling my mustache. Nice. Oh my god. Wait. Is this their first loss?
Big man Wardlow from behind. Ospreay never saw it.
Roddy's about to eat a Superman punch. The orange punch. Roderick Strong avoids it. Oh my God! A big knee strike there from Beretta, and now
Damn. And then end of heartache.
Roderick Strong covers 2 and 3.
Very rare Orange takes pinfall losses, but wow.
Hey, a big assist to Wardlow. That left Orange in the ring by himself.
And the beatdown continues here.
And now Beretta going right after Orange.
He's just conveniently not looking at the ramp when Wardlow interferes, right?
Guys in the ring. Don is standing up here. Don, what are you going to do? Ridiculous.
I think it's going to come back around, Olive.
Oh, he ain't gonna do nothing. Look at Ospreay being held. Oh my God! Strong just cracked him with the belt.
As if Roddy is not going into Vegas. Double nothing this Sunday. Momentum. He just wiped out. And Ospreay
Just said, get the fuck out of here, Don. Okay, whoa.
AEW International Championship cracked across the skull of Will Ospreay.
Oh boy, Ospreay. I just caught a glimpse.
Wow.
Open, guys, and look at this Orange Cassidy getting choked out. Look at Ospreay. Oh my God.
Trent Beretta, he's been using that submission. He's got it. Beretta, he's got Orange Cassidy incapacitated on the ramp while Roderick Strong.
Not today, Mike. No, no, no.
After he's already been busted open.
Not done yet, guys. This is, again, it goes back to who's going to be healthy 100% coming up on Sunday. I'm not so sure Will Ospreay is.
Oh no, you're right. Especially after that.
Yeesh. The height he got on that one.
It's a double nothing this Sunday.
He has opened up too, guys.
He's opened up bad.
And Roderick Strong, quite literally, drawing first blood against Will Ospreay.
Wow, look at that.
They will come
Damn.
this Sunday live at Double or Nothing for the AEW International Championship, as will Orange Cassidy and Trent Beretta. But
I'm not even clicking it this time.
here, unfortunately, from Matthew and Nicholas Jackson, our executive vice presidents.
Get a good look at him, guys. He looks like a criminal, for God's sakes. Take a look. Hey, Darby Allin, you prick. You attacked the Elite unprovoked last week, and guess what? You're barred this week. In the interest of having the safest locker room in the business. Sorry, Darby. You're not allowed in tonight. Nope. Get a good look. This guy is resilient as hell. Don't he just
allow
broke his
him.
foot a second ago. He got final destination by a bus in New York just a couple and he's out for blood. So get a good look at it. Do not
He got Final Destination by a bus, and he's still standing. I don't know, Olive. I think he needs to go away.
I want to commend you guys. You guys are taking care of problems. Darby Allin, he ain't going to be an issue. This past
Listening,
Saturday,
Matthew.
you guys took care of 2/3 of your problem with FTR, thanks to the righteous and Lance Archer. And tonight,
all comes to a head. My Indian giant, he's gonna destroy the American Dragon.
Hey, if he beats him, cool.
Yeah.
But if he hurts him, great.
Well,
All right.
as long as the money's in the envelope, and make sure you put some rupees in there, because tonight, Satnam, he's gonna break Bryan. Like a pencil!
I love it. All right. What are you looking at? Tuck your shirt in. All right, keep the energy up. Let's go, guys. Next segment. Let's freaking go. Get the crew moving. Can I get a water bottle? Thanks.
Well, we know Darby Allin is in Bakersfield, right?
I believe it.
Banned
Olive.
from the building by Matthew and
Seeing if it was anyone I know, right? No, I do that too.
Boy, they are doing everything they can, and they've done some things already.
You better keep your shirt tucked in, I'll tell you that. You're way to get some heat.
Why are y'all...
Well, as of late, Switchblade
So y'all still carrying around that bat? Yeah, you are. Why is Darby not beefing with you?
Well, even to the point to where what we saw last week, and they apparently had a
I hear that, Olive, but it's what he really needs is more reps. Not necessarily more. They got themselves a wagon for their fucking 90 pounds of championship.
this much gold like these 3 caps. You do need a wagon. You gotta have a wagon. The titles are unified. They only need to carry 1 set. They don't need to carry 9 titles between the 3 of them. Well, then when they get
Thank you, Excalibur. At least he said it. They don't need to carry around all this gold. They just chose to. About to be like, nah, get your ass back out here. Said by order of the Bang Bang Gang. I'm outie. Like what? They just straight up told you to stay in the back? Satnam is good. He does, but no, I mean like working wise. Like he's not. Tonight we're gonna really see is gonna be his first true test. How does he do in a singles match? And an extended one at that. If this match is under 10 minutes, that would make sense, but it'd be very unusual for a Danielson match. So to put him in there with Danielson tells me that they have faith in him. At the very least, they want Danielson to act as a measuring stick to see where he is in that element. Austin? Can we chill? Austin doesn't have braid. Are you talking about Colton? Is his hair even braided? I don't think any of them got the braids. I need his throwing arms.
Your unified trios champions, the Bang Bang Gang. Oh, I know what you want. Guns up for my Bakersfield Gold members! But you know, on that note,
Y'all didn't even get it right.
very special
How y'all gonna quiz me and not even give me the answer that is correct?
last week, feeling confused, asking himself how he ended up in the situation that he's in, how he ended up burning in that switchblade spotlight at the feet of the Bang Bang Gang. That one little gold member is it Pack or Puck? Pack or Puck? It's like Pack. I don't know. Is it Puck or Pack? No, I got, okay.
I'd love that, but
Let me tell you how you wound up here. You've made 3 big mistakes. Mistake number 1. When the Bang Bang Gang is strolling down those corridors backstage and you see us coming, you run, you scatter, you turn the other way. And what did you do? You stood there and you looked at us with that face. Mistake number 2. When the Bang Bang Gang was handling Bang Bang business in this ring with Azuka, Rocky Romero a couple weeks ago.
it's late. Ugh, I'm here. No worries, just in case that's the energy today, fam. It's all good. Welcome, welcome.
Doesn't belong. But mistake number 3 and your biggest of all. Pack, your questioned us. You asked us. You pleaded. You begged us to make you care. So we just gave you exactly what you asked for. Pack. You see, as the catalyst.
Bang, bang, a very gang. That's more like it, boys. That's what I'm talking about. You've warmed me up a little bit. And I can't even be mad at you. Because like you said, I did provoke you, after all. But gentlemen, 3 on 1. That's not exactly fair now, is it? So allow me to introduce to you my amigos.
Let's go. This all started off when he was being asked about Death Triangle.
Watch out.
You can see his breath. Yes, the entrance. Yo, Phoenix is good. We're so glad to see this.
Death Triangle is back. And they look
Former Trios champions. We're so fucking back. Let's fucking go, yeah?
absolutely Death Triangle.
I was literally just sitting here thinking in my head, I'm like, these trios champions have no trios to feud with. How are we gonna get the fact that it was sitting right underneath my nose? Either I just don't think, or AEW is very clever at making the obvious not obvious.
They didn't expect Pac to pull this out.
You know, Pac had been saying for the last couple of weeks, I don't want to talk about Death Triangle.
Right? When I heard Phoenix got injured again after his match against Mortos, I was like, no. Dude just got back, but things are looking okay for him. Oh, he's got his black and white gear. I'm here for it. Yo, that super kick.
Tremendous. And look at how Jay White, Colton Austin got her scattering.
You think you're hard? Well, this Sunday, double or nothing. AEW Unified Trios Championships. You think you're hard?
Right, Rhea? They are such unique individuals. No, but I love that, though. One of my favorite things is a tag team or a trio of individuals with all of them having their own identity, their own history. Penta and Phoenix are both world championship singles competitors. And they are also an established brother tag team. Like, that's peak wrestling in a way, to me. That's on some original Briscoe Brothers shit. But yes, Phoenix being back up and running is just such good. I'm so happy to see that for him because, yeah, I was like, he just came back from months of injuries, and he's not for nothing. He's kind of got a history of it. Remember his arm? That was one of the most horrific things I think I'd seen. And he deserves this so much. Oh, I believe it. Seems like a gentle lad. He looks like he just has fun flying. Like, that's his thing. Just don't get in the way of his flying, and he's a cool-ass dude. Compared to the Death Triangle. It's the international trio. I mean, we have a few international trios. But all the same, Death Triangle, they're like that true unit. And speaking of, like, established singles competitors in a tag or trio, Pac was international champion at the time that they were trios champions. Granted, it was the All-Atlantic title at the time, but point still stands. Blur. There we go. Made it happen. Yeah. Yes. Where's Phoenix from? Or meet and greet. He had a shot. Did he literally walk through the rest of the line to at least say hi? I gave him an autograph. He said, "That's so wonderful." Because they can't. That's what I mean. Giving the people what they want. They came for him, you know, and in the most humble way, he addressed that and tried to make it worth their while in some capacity.
Welcome back to AEW Dynamite fans. Furiosa, a Mad Max saga. This Memorial Day weekend, witness the epic battle for the Wasteland. Starring Anya Taylor-Joy and Chris Hemsworth. Tickets on sale now.
Trailer.
In theaters this Friday. Rated R. Oh, speaking of furious, this makes me Furiosa.
I guess he's got to be out here to see who's his next challenger, right?
So weird to say that. Will be joining us here at the desk. I'm talking about that man, Chris Jericho.
That's dope, Olive. Look at you with the setup, dude. Appreciate you still making the watch-along experience happen despite how your circumstances have turned out for you, you know?
Callie here at the desk. Yeah, no, please. Okay? I hear you. Yeah, no, he's got the big redwood there, big Bill with him. And that's probably why he's brought him out here with him. Yeah. Well, there's a signal.
This is an FTW three-way eliminator match that will involve each
Yo, that's so dope. Olive, it's funny you say that, right? Because I have literally seen every single episode of Dynamite live as it's premiered. We're at, like, episode, like, 240 something now? And it's just, like, literally every single one. Every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Or if it's Tuesday at 8 p.m. Or if it's Tuesday at 12:30 a.m. Or Saturday at 6 p.m. Or you get what I'm saying. No matter how much they've had to move it around, I'm like, all right, I'll set that time aside. That side of time? Wow. That's rough. Can't say it about AEW. But Stardom, on the other hand. You hear that? Yeah, you do. That's so awesome. You see, what I love is seeing old-time wrestling fans coming around being like, yo, AEW's the shit. Or like, even just like, AEW's good wrestling, right? Because like, when I sat down and watched through about a year of WCW Saturday night, through the old Retro WatchaMania streams with Jesse, what I really saw was how much AEW is like WCW in like the good ways. None of this WCW 2000 crap or, oh, bring in Bischoff to book your show, kind of like none of that. There's no Russo-isms. I'm talking about WCW 93, not 96, not 99 or 01. When Saturday night was just the jam, when it was just about the graps. Bringing people together, yeah, exactly. And not gonna lie, a little tension. I want to chop him now. About Brian Keith ain't gonna let it be. Bringing people together. And yeah, and if AEW's worst is Tony Khan being petty and showing some security footage, that's better than us getting people stabbed with scissors backstage or so many of the other horror stories you hear that happened in WCW in the mid to late 90s. That was just the first one that came to my mind, and not for nothing, that actually happened in like late 93. So I can't really kind of talking out both sides of my mouth there. Nice with the arm trap overhead. That was a belly. That was like an overhead belly to belly, but it was almost Saito. It was almost Saito in its grip. Nice running STO. So smooth. Yo. Exactly, Olive. All right, sure. Once you're back, we'll let you back in. Just let us know when you're back.
I need to comment on your attitude as of late. Thanks, Tony. You're smiling all the time. You're happy. You're encouraging everybody. This is kind of unlike Chris Jericho that we've all known.
But is it really unlike me, Tony?
Is it really? Yes, it is very much.
Very positive person after
I love this double heel hook.
Shibata had a heel hook. Yeah, he had him in a good heel hook there. And Keith desperately trying to make it to the ropes as now Shibata looking for the figure four leg lock. Nice block by the bounty hunter. Bryan Keith trying to block it. Shibata maybe lowering the leg, and now Hook's got to do something.
Yeah, it's a good block mentality, but you can't just hold him there.
Figure four leg lock. This is
The average leg is going to overpower the average arm on any day. Agreed, Olive. I'm really fond of them naming it specifically after the networks.
because it's every man for himself, as we pointed out.
It's a unique concept. It takes TV championships to the next level, you know?
Despite the mutual respect, Hook knows that it's his chance to regain the FTW championship, hanging in the balance in this match. And
Shibata getting those knees hard.
Yeah, I'd like to say Hook is he looks very impressive. I'm really, really proud of Hook. I really think he's absorbing all the knowledge that Chris is, teaching him. I mean, and not only is he better in ring, I gotta say, his smile has been infectious. He's a better person, I'd have to say nowadays.
Hey there, David. How goes it?
Hook, but kudos to Chris.
It's going all right. Slowly on the incline here, thanks to the wrestles.
leg is hooked. You're torturing people on social media with these videos, both you guys. You really are. You're torturing people.
the lessons we're teaching being picked up by millions around the world. And it's just going to show that the learning tree knows what he's talking about, just like Bryan Keith knows what he's doing right now. He's definitely the biggest up-and-comer out of the three in this match. He's got a lot to live up to, but if he wins this match, Shivani, he's got a big title chance on Sunday.
Yeah, that's exactly right. The winner goes on to Double or Nothing to face you for the FTW title.
Yeah, I get that, Olive. One of my least favorite things was the time limits constantly just being the go-to thing for the heels. Though it did lead to a pretty fun Zbyszko win.
Dropping those elbows on the back of the neck of the cold-hearted handsome devil. It's a good block by Keith. It is.
Well, yeah, absolutely, Olive, because for a while it was just the Jade Cargill Championship.
Hook taking Bryan Keith for a ride, sending him over the top. Once Hook engages those hips at the right time, you're going to go flying. And we saw that go down here.
We got you, George. Is that Bryce or Rick? I cannot tell because Bryce shaved. Oh, no, that's Rick. Rick wears the elbow brace.
Really nice knee strike there. Hook got rocked. Bryan Keith with the advantage. A spot at 2-0 against Chris Jericho on the line as Bryan Keith has Hook down by Katsuyori Shibata. Breaking it up, we are joined at the desk by the Learning Tree, Chris Jericho and Big Bill.
The Redwood's behind me. Look at this. Shibata's on a roll, but Bryan Keith has had a great match tonight. I'm really impressed by him, guys.
There is always prestige in being part of Double or Nothing, but perhaps even more so the 5-year anniversary coming up this weekend. The winner of this match will face Chris Jericho for the FTW Championship, and it very well could be Katsuyori Shibata. Shibata's looking good here. Wow. Under an overthrow right there by Shibata. And Shibata now lateral press. Bryan Keith is down and hooked there, and to make the save, it looked like Keith was kicking out, but now
Oof.
Once again, there's no alliances in a three-way.
He dropped him
Nice.
that time, guys.
T-bone
Again.
right there on point. Yeah, very healthy respect between Hook and Katsuyori Shibata.
Although Shibata, yeah, holding his head.
Caused
Always a concerning sight.
any hesitation. Well, they're both. Red Rum again. I don't know if he's got it all locked in there. Now he did not. Yeah, Hook was attempting it, but Bryan Keith maybe grabbed a handful of hair. And now Red Rum in the ropes.
There you go. Go right back to it, man.
You don't have the half in all the way, but a good headbutt to stop Hook in his tracks by the bounty hunter. That was a good offensive maneuver.
It's like when Hook hit himself in the face with a baseball bat, essentially.
Nice.
Dust by Keith. The PK from Katsuyori Shibata. And now Shibata with Bryan Keith stunned. Shibata.
With the Ushikaroshi.
Bryan Keith.
Rough.
Shibata's staring at me, guys.
Yeah, he's locking in here. He's going for that figure four with the heel. He's going to get that heel hook, I think, because that's what he does. Yeah. Yeah, he's got the heel hook dug in deep. Keith. This might be it.
Yeah, Hook could be in here.
Hold on, wait.
What's that?
To get a save.
Oh.
Shibata and Hook both with
I'm sorry, just in case. I missed your earlier message. You're like, my bad, I guess? I was like, what do you mean? Oh, the double tap out? The double tap out? No way! Is this really happening? Sorry, just in case, but I was like, I saw your my bad, I guess. I was like, what does he mean? But yes, no, let me scroll up really quick. What are your thoughts on Swerve not being a member of Team AEW versus Team? He's the champion. I think it's fine, to be honest, because he's got other things going on that the Elite already set up for him in facing Christian. And, well, you can't really have the world champion locked up in a multi-man match at a pay-per-view like that. But yes, if I ever, like, just not respond to your messages like that, feel free to send them again or bump me and be like, hey, did you see that? Oh, absolutely, Cincy. Yo, good vibes in chat for Cincy. Back surgery is a very serious thing. And quite, yeah, I know it's a promo, but it's Jericho. But yeah, back surgery is a very serious thing that is life-changing. And as grim as it is, very often is either a lot of rehab or doesn't ever get 100% capacity back. So the best of vibes, my friend. The best of luck. And I hope your doctors come game because you deserve that. I really hope it goes well for you.
Tony Khan just made it official, a three-way. He texted me right before Chris Jericho. All right. And so that's official, a three-way match for the FTW title. Hook, Shibata, Chris Jericho. Well, there you have it.
Blood and treat never lies. Eh. I feel bad for Brian Keith, though. Getting got. He stole thanks, guys. I didn't even really pick up on that, but yeah. TK has said that a lot. Good shout, Lone Star. Called it three-way. Did you? No. Name one lie the learning tree has ever told you. That he was a draw? God of the demos? That he didn't have Kylie Ray sign an NDA. Lies like that. That Jericho is a good person. There we go. Well, you see, that's mostly no. But then I think about how he donated to Daniel Garcia's the funds that helped him pretty much recover from that career-ending car accident. And at the time, there was no promotion of it or anything. Didn't become apparent until Garcia actually brought it up a few years later in the JAS story. So I have a hard time knocking Jericho for that specifically, but there's a lot of other things, including the very gross NDA stuff that I'm just not about. Toughed it out as long as I could. Yeah, Cincy, that's exactly it. You don't need to tough that out anymore. I mean, I'm sure that there were circumstances involved that kind of led to that, but all the same. Like, this is some serious business, so I feel for you, fam. And I'll be hoping for you. What do we got here? 2 winners and #1 tied. What is this, NXT? Right. I did catch it. Was Danhausen fired? No. He's just kind of not being used right now. It's possible he's requested his release, but I can't really speak one way or the other. And I feel like news of that stuff would have gotten out, yeah. This is true, Olive. Honest. I remember when Snoop Dogg hit his infamous splash here in AEW a few years back. Mercedes tweeted it out in support, and people were all up in arms like, WWE person tweeting AEW stuff. What does it mean? Does she want to go over there? And everyone's just like, she's literally just supporting her family, y'all. Will Ospreay did not win, Daniel. Got isolated on the outside after Wardlow interference, and Orange Cassidy got hooked up in the ring to get pinned. Yeah, I hear that. Ethan was apparently pushing to not renew his contract. As far back as February, it officially ended in March. Which is why we saw a change of direction for the ROH World Television Championship. The men's side, on the men's side, changed direction going into Supercard of Honor, where it was looking like it was going to be Fletcher versus Ethan Page, and ended up being Lee Johnson instead. And not for nothing, I feel like Lee Johnson should have won the title there. But I get them wanting to keep Fletcher on this singles run. But as for being around Ethan, I know that they've just been longtime pals, and they've hung out even before Danhausen came to AEW, so I wouldn't put too much stock in that. But it is possible. I'm not gonna say that the chance of him being out of AEW is 0%. And not for nothing, and maybe it would be best for Danhausen to try and move on and find a different environment that will feature him more prominently, because he's an astounding character. And while I can agree that maybe AEW isn't the best fit for them, at least with what AEW claims to portray, I do feel like they could have stood to use him more. That being said, TNA Impact with a Danhausen run, hell yeah.
Super kicking the crap out of guys is easy, but it's the impact that kills your feet. That's why we kick Whip the Pump from Reebok.
When we pump up our size 11s, we get stabilization, mobilization, and a unique fit.
If we want to make it rain, pump up.
The Ting smile. Where's Jack Perry? Maybe just off this week. That's my immediate guess. Bunny is back at TNA. Yeah, she went back a little while ago, and good for her. It's an environment that she was really taken seriously in. Right. But yes, those do not count as points. Although, well, yeah, for the sake of Okada, I guess that doesn't count as points.
John Moxley, the newly crowned IWGP World Heavyweight Champion.
Mr. Takeshita's son, he's been a hell of a blue chipper.
Being great is not about what other people say. It's about
I get that, Olive, but I mean, as a massive nerd and dork myself, I think that it's fine to just normalize that stuff. And it's probably better to not lean into it in his character, because like all ego Ethan Page doesn't seem like the type of character who's going to be like. But also, I'm quite a collector in my off time. That feels like, I'm trying to think of it in perspective. Like, I like playing Halo Infinite sometimes in my off time. But I don't think y'all would care much for me to make that a topic of conversation here on these wrestling watch-alongs more often, Nor should doing so lead me to being perceived as like this gamer personality just because, I enjoy a game. Wasn't she unalived in TNA? Possibly. I don't keep up with TNA like that, if I'm honest. I like toy collecting. Hell yeah. Love that. I've never been much of a collector personality, save for manga. I really liked filling out the manga, my manga shelves, volume by volume. WCW NWO Revenge. Now that's a game. It's a former tournament host right there. One of those chicks. Inuyasha. What about Inuyasha? Takeshita. Yes. Secondly, only her soul was attacked. Her body was never recovered. They played it off as she reintegrated into her body, and Rosemary assumed she was dead. Okay. I'm here for that. Speaking of manga, that's a manga-ass retcon right there. Taking advantage of unknown details, writing them in a way that makes it beneficial to the details you do know. Then gaslight the details that were already established.
I hate to say this. First of all, I hate that we've seen Don Callis now twice in this program. In the very first hour,
Yes, his real name is Takeshita.
Don Callis has helped.
Konosuke Takeshita. Love collecting Inuyasha? Nice. Hell yeah. Yo, and that short DDT, nice. Sydal is here for this match. More than I am. You can tell I'm not too checked in. I'm so ready to see Takeshita just drop him. In fact, I think it's coming. Yo, that blue thunder bomb. If you did not see their heart flatline, did they really die? Oh, wow, I'm a sports dork, specifically baseball. I have a lot of baseball dork items I'm proud of. Yes, I love this. I feel like people should own being dorky and nerdy more. And it's kind of happened. You know, a lot of the things I grew up with being stigmatized, like, wow, just like that? You know what, to be fair, he straight up knocked out Ishii with that shot last year at Forbidden Door. So, I believe that as a finish. But yeah, like things like anime, manga, wrestling were so stigmatized growing up. You talked about it and you got clowned on almost unanimously, you know? But nowadays, like I'm here at the gym the other day talking to people about anime and it's like deep in, oh my God! I was like, oh, he's doing a little handshake gimmick. It just yanked him up into the air 7 feet, caught him there, held him there, and hit that German. That was gnarly. Right here, dork and proud. I like me. Yes, this is the way. Whoa. That was just a piss off for her, yeah. I like, you know, Takeshita is so awesome. Right, all of that. Oh my gosh, so all of a sudden just be 6 feet above sea level and like, what? How did I get here? Oh, you bet your ass I will, Eric. Over here, right here, it says it. Double or Nothing going live, 7 p.m. Eastern, 12 a.m. BST. The 0 hour will probably start at 6:30 Eastern, but I'm going to take that half hour to get myself that nameplate and use it for additional setup. Plus, not many people turn out for that time, so I think I'd rather wait to start the stream until once the wrestling itself starts. But yes. And on the other side of things, we'll also be doing a King and Queen watch-along on Saturday. As it'll be happening earlier in the afternoon, not colliding with Collision, no pun intended. But yes. So as it stands, Rampage 6:30 Eastern on Friday. We got King of the Ring Saturday, Collision Saturday, and Double or Nothing Sunday. How much is the BBV? Ooh, it's like 20-ish. Oh, well, I'm sorry. Here in the States, 50. Get yourself a VPN, though. Go to Not America, and it's 20. Or, if you join the Discord, it's free. What up, turds?
What's up, Swerve? Good to see you, man. Hey, by the way, have you seen this guy? We're banning him from the building. You know you hate him, right?
Who's up next?
We don't do the music. Can someone hit the champ's music for God's sakes? Yeah, you idiot. Is that your job? Press the button. There you go.
It had been playing for like 10 seconds by that point. Shut up, Matthew. So they just changed his Titantron in the game, and now they change it in real life too? If I forever stay outdated. Send you almost got 20 million. Appreciate that, Olive. I appreciate it when anybody swings by to hang out, honestly. I still remember the times where it was like 5 people in chat. And even then, I was grateful because, like, this isn't the most convenient watching experience, the convenient viewing experience. So the fact that people enjoy my company for the wrestling that much, as well as each other's, like, that's just, I couldn't ask for more. But that being said, yeah, we've been growing lately. We're just about at 400 subs, just underneath. So if you're new here and you haven't subbed yet, please do. Let's get back over that mile marker because we're on the road to 500. That'll do us a lot of good. All that is in California. What up? I'm confused, but also Alabama. What else? Are you actually though, Olive? Are you in your? I don't want to be rude and ask your age, but also, your implication here is that you are like 60 something. World champion. Great setup you have at WatchaMania. I appreciate that. That means a lot. It really does. There's not many AEW streamers. Really, X-Kong? I would have figured that AEW would have had more watch-along streamers and stuff like that. Just because, like, they have their fan base is more online per average compared to WWE's fan base, which has a much wider casual viewing. Which, again, is not a bad thing. WWE is a very casual-friendly product. They try to make their product be so that anyone on any given night could be the first night watching the program and then understand generally how things go. Whereas AEW is kind of like a go start from the beginning or meet somebody who knows everything. It is a lot harder to dive into, but it is also one of those things that can entice you enough to be interested enough to want to find out. Really, Olive? Aw. I mean, it has like 3 streamers. Wow. That's wild. I've seen a few like bigger streamers and stuff. Have you tried looking on other platforms? Because I know when I was on Twitch, there was a fair share of people. Yo. Oh my gosh. That studded belt? Ah. Oh. Literally smacking that man. So ruthless. Oh, you were in A. Oh, here I was thinking AZ was a typo or something. Okay, that's a different platform. All right, I see. I appreciate that. It's cool, but they had drama in between their hosts, and it got awkward. Ooh, yeah. That's exactly it. Yeah, there's a certain level of professionalism in hosting a stream that a lot of people don't realize is necessary, and so they like in real time see it go play out. You know. What the fuck was Nick's music? It's been his theme song for years, actually, but it's very like R&B-esque. It's nice with the drop kick. I dig that variation of the step-in springboard. A lot of times you'll see the step-in springboard as a DDT, a flatliner, in Ethan Page's case, a cutter. To a drop kick, that's dope. But yeah, it's very different for theme music. It reminds me of like Roxanne Perez's entrance music. Yeah. They got mad at each other. Yeah.
Swerve to come out here, man. I mean, it's such a big match coming up Sunday.
Yeah, ever since Jesse kind of stepped away from streaming and stuff, I've had a hard time feeling like there would be somebody to be a good juxtaposition for me as a co-host for the Watchalong specifically, because like I have a certain presentation quality that I try to uphold, and I feel very bad trying to hold anybody else to that standard, because it's not even like the highest standards, but it are very specific ones. You know, I like a certain audio quality, certain visual quality. Want to be able to give that to you both. You know, there's a certain type of energy I try to bring. So certain things I try to avoid talking about too much detail.
Yeah, very impressive. Good job by Wayne. And we also got to look when Swerve was on the floor. We got to look at the bandage. Did not appear that that wound had opened up.
Surferboard gimmick. That's what I was thinking, Eric. He's like, not even a gimmick, but like presentation. He's not a surfer dude by any stretch of the imagination, character-wise. But he does look like it's. If you put him in some trunks and a surfboard in his hand, you could convince me that he's been a lifelong surfer. He looks like that, you know. Same with the skater. You know, he has that look.
The youngest wrestler ever to have a match here in AEW. And quickly sided with Christian Cage.
He's got that Pacific Northwest skater look.
Well, Christian Cage knows
For sure.
how to be successful in the industry. Knows how to be a champion. So I mean, in my opinion, you can't fault Nick for aligning with someone. I understand Christian Cage is a dastardly
You
unit.
get Darby going.
He knows his business, and he knows the ins and outs and the politics of the business.
That's great.
He's brought out some good in Nick Wayne. I mean, he's become more vicious. He's become more aggressive, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? I mean, you preach that all the time.
Hey, I wasn't the one who knocked Christian Cage.
Nice.
You did.
And I'll knock his ass again. Oh, there you go.
And I'll knock his ass again.
Swerve tattooed Nick Wayne with that kick.
Dude, Ospreay win. Ospreay did not.
Right, Taz? Not really.
Like I said earlier, he
Learn how to use it.
Orange was defeated in that tag match, which resulted in Orange Ospreay's first loss in the company since joining.
10,000 hours of dark like Taz and I have before you start throwing out the Joneses.
Wait, what? My friend and Danielson share a birthday and I didn't even realize this?
Nick Wayne going after that eye of Swerve Strickland. He's all over.
And he was literally just talking about birthday twins earlier too. Wow, that's hilarious.
Look at Nick Wayne trying
Sorry, random information. You just straight up missed that big boot.
I think the
Swerve is One-Eye Jones.
there you go. He nailed it. No, Popeye Jones.
I don't know, Olive. I don't think he needs to be more of a skater. Because it's again one of those things. It's like not a gimmick. It's a personality trait. Nowadays, you don't see too many gimmicks. You just see, characters and personalities. Like there's so many dimensions to someone. Like Swerve is a rapper, but I don't want to see him coming down to the ring rapping his music every single week. Then you're gonna have people trying to call him fucking Swerve Killings or something. Yo, let's go with that. I love that little roll up, brings him up for the suplex. I don't even know how to do it. Like, he just rolls himself into the suplex position. Oh, I'm not necessarily saying it is a negative connotation, but the implication is that, like, they typically have a more narrow, more linear presentation, like. I'm trying to think of a good example. Like, Wendy Chu is a gimmick. Wendy Chu is the slumber girl. She is. I don't want to say slumber party person. That's not accurate. But yeah, like she has a gimmick. Like everything kind of centers around one detail. Bryan Danielson, but you can't really say he's a gimmick. Like gimmick is a generalization. It's not actually a bad thing because like Danhausen's gimmick. Hey, Danhausen is gimmicky. Yeah. Yo, nice with the stomp. That was so perfectly placed, too.
You see that bandage over the right eye of Swerve Strickland. Nick Wayne was trying all throughout the picture-in-picture break to reopen that wound that was sutured shut by 4 stitches 1 week ago. Well, he is, meaning Swerve, the world heavyweight champion. He's out here for a reason. When he gets to wrestle, when he wrestles on TV, it's a special.
They're just sitting here talking shit.
It's a special maneuver for sure. Swerve slight jog into the Swerve step.
I was gonna say, dude, he's looking right at you as you go for it. What are you doing?
2-0. Swerve able to kick out his upset. Not making
Great apron bump. Yeah.
Again, oh, look at the feet on the rope. Swerve powers out of it.
Aubrey did not catch that. That was really good placement by Nick, too.
Yeah, definitely almost did. Nick Wayne's still rolling here.
Rolling through the code red. Deep cover, but Swerve able to kick out.
Almost got it.
I don't know necessarily, Lone Star. So one, these two know each other very well. So while Swerve has gotten really good, Nick Wayne, the history between them is there. And Swerve isn't coming into this with the mentality of just putting him away. He wants to hurt him. And with that more personalized perspective, I can see mistakes being made and things being capitalized on a bit more. Came in here with too much of a grudge.
Backbreaker. Watch out now.
Yo, my God.
Counter into that beautiful transition into a power slam.
That power bomb into power slam? Like, what?
And Nick Wayne, thus far, unsuccessful to open up that wound. Swerve, apologize. Apologize ahead of time.
God, he kicked his head off.
Man, oh man.
Oh, he's out. Nick Wayne is done.
Yep. Once he decided to end it, it was over. Doesn't even look like he's sweating. Hi, Kill Switch. How you doing there, buddy?
Family, it's family towards Nick Wayne. Nick Wayne said he wanted to go this match alone, but there we see Christian Cage and Mother Wayne coming down the ramp as soon as the bell rang. Kill switch, just both hands throttling.
Right, in regular squash.
Champion is
I see. Well, yeah, I don't think necessarily Lone Star was getting at it. Oh, that was rough. I hope he's okay. I don't think Lone Star was necessarily implying it should have been a squash match, as much as it's just like it had gone on too long and been too competitive with with how much distance between the plateaus both wrestlers are on. The Swerve! That was great. That house call.
what Christian is running through our backstage area. Our camera's trying desperately to catch up with Christian Cage.
He's gonna run to the car.
Well, I mean, he's proven he's not above that.
My man's has gone full gear here with that sauntering jog.
There's the. What the hell? Oh my God!
Oh my gosh, Christian just went full GTA.
Christian Cage.
No, look at that.
Christian, he's
Oh, got cut off. Hey, Nada sipping that coffee is great.
since they were attacked in the ring. And look at this, Swerve finally catching up to Christian Cage, dragging him.
Pulling him out of the car, yo.
Should have worn your seatbelt, Christian.
Right? Yo, this is fun. All in one take, too. That was great.
Swerve Strickland
Nada's back. AEW.
wearing out his challenger coming up this Sunday.
Not exactly. Not exactly Olive.
Well, what's Swerve thinking? Is Nana looking on? Where's Christian?
It is a form of story. It is a.
Swerve following him up there.
Wait, what just happened? Why did we do black screen?
Look at this. Both men, champion and challenger, standing on top of that car.
Yo.
On the top of the car. Wow.
What impact! Christian bounced back over the windshield onto the hood from the roof. And oh, look at Nana.
Oh, brother.
Nana handing Swerve the chair.
He's got a steel chair in his SUV. That's pretty impressive.
Are we going to witness a concerto on the hood of that? Oh. Christian now
Oh.
just fleeing from Swerve Strickland, but there will be nowhere to run this Sunday, live at Double or Nothing on pay-per-view, the AEW
That was great shit. Yo, Nana looking like he's here for business, and I'm so about it. Right? It does, again, back to the good things about WCW. When you book a match, how you work a character, and how you interact. Break the windshield. All right. Good shout, Eric, but I shall be right back, y'all. And I'm back. Watching along with WatchaMania, make them right. Yo, the graps. Thrown through the windshield is so great.
Action continues live tonight. AEW Dynamite as we approach Double or Nothing coming up this
Oh, nope.
on pay-per-view.
Up next, we're getting Malachi Black in action. Funny enough, it's going to be, who's he facing again? Oh, yeah, Kyle O'Reilly.
This bout is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. From Amsterdam, Netherlands, weighing 219 pounds, Malachi Black.
You know, guys, I understand where Adam Copeland's coming from, and I know he's a passionate, he is a great professional, but I don't know if I would want to get into a barbed wire steel cage with a guy like Malachi Black. I just,
Well, Taz, you know the rated R
Why, though?
Adam Copeland better than Tony.
You can look back on his career and how many times have you seen him involved in barbed wire situations? Let alone ones that he was the more dangerous individual of.
Surprised me with Cope. I mean, he's loaded with heart, and he's tough, and he's battle-tested for decades. Doesn't shock me. It really doesn't. And it's going to be rough. Barbed wire steel cage. I mean, and by the way, you saw Malachi. He was wearing Copeland's wedding ring. There it is. If that doesn't push you over the edge, you can't blame the rated R superstar for that alone.
Yeah, how do you not literally run out here right now during this match and just steal it from Timekeeper's side?
Weighing 206 pounds, Kyle O'Reilly.
And we've seen Kyle O'Reilly. He has had the back of the rated R superstar these past few weeks. He earned
Hello? What's that word, Olive? I believe it might have been a typo, but I could be wrong.
Kyle O'Reilly's feelings, his respect towards
Oh, oh, I see what you're saying.
That there's a lot of respect that Malachi Black has for Adam Cole.
I don't know. I think here's the thing. Malachi's song has a lot to do with his character, stemming back to 2021.
Kyle O'Reilly has a great martial arts background as well as
I couldn't tell you what that is. I just know that that is the case.
a great matchup.
And fans, just a special programming note, Rampage airs this Friday at a special 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific start time.
Oh, no, it's 6 p.m., not 6:30.
Followed by the
Why do y'all do this to me? My blood pressure can't take it.
TBS this Saturday, live from Las Vegas, Nevada, 8 p.m. Eastern,
Collision on TBS instead of...
Saturday on TBS for AEW.
All right.
Let's remind the fans that is going to be the same arena, of course, that we will have Double or Nothing the very next night. Tickets that's going to be available at AEWTIX.com Saturday on the Superstation for pro wrestling. How about that?
Seeing the kickboxing ability of both these athletes here. Sorry to interrupt you. I just wanted to get into this a little bit here. To be honest, this is an interesting battle.
Honestly, Kyle O'Reilly has always made me a fan of his. Even when he was like number 3 in the Undisputed Era, I was sitting here like, I love his mannerisms. I love how he does this little thing. I love his in-ring style. Like, and the fact that it's being taken gradually more and more serious. And then I learned that he's a former Ring of Honor World Champion, and I'm like, why is he not being elevated? And then he came to AEW and started getting elevated. I was like, yeah, okay, this is what I'm here for. Kyle O'Reilly's a theater kid.
Round kicks for everybody here. Then a front kick. Oh! And both men, the elbow strikes.
Eric, no, it's Rampage is going to be its own standalone thing on Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. BST. Gonna have to slightly edit things, although that does give me a little bit more room in between the Rampage stream and the MyGM stream that we'll be doing over on the WM Network.
Cover here by Malachi. No. O'Reilly not even waiting for the one count.
Yes, Roddy was number 2. Roddy was being North American guy. Was North American Championship guy, was cruiser. He was the secondary singles competitor, and he was the sub out for Bobby in the tag match. And Roddy had already been an established person in NXT before Undisputed Era kind of came around, and he had had a stint against Bobby challenging for the NXT title. So, like, yeah, nice, very great timing with that sweep. It's a sweep out the one leg you're balancing on. Yeah, he was holding at the knee because that can really fuck your joints up.
I love it. I think it's great. I think pro wrestling needs more of this, in my opinion. Two great strikers squaring off, but
Yeesh, through the ropes. Oh my God.
for any of those wrestling fans from back in the day, watching something like Pancrase back in the day, similar stuff. Well, Malachi Black with the advantage. Kyle O'Reilly dazed on the outside. Can he get back in it? We will find
Very interesting take, Olive. Of course, we don't got no picture-in-picture around here. Trilogy TV doesn't fuck with that. I'm glad I was able to suspend the random pop-ups.
Blinking of the eyes, man.
Oh, yeah, Malachi has legit kickboxing and Muay Thai training.
and then you're left wide open and you get lit up right there.
Notice how much force, Taz, I know you notice this, how much force Malachi gets with those kind of back leg front kicks, just explodes. It's the pull.
Oh,
Right? Because that's
that was some impact. We have found the target. I would not be surprised if a knee bar or a heel hook is what ends this. And back, I forgot Malachi was Dutch. Yes, this is true. That's right, he is. So, Ray, are you missing things on points? Do you need to catch up? I can help out with that afterwards.
and the plant leg is the thing that helps bring that energy.
Malachi trains at that famous Amsterdam gym. I don't know the one you speak of, I'm afraid.
Great Dutch strikers in kickboxing. Think of Peter Eriks, Ernesto Hoost, and Malachi.
Haha.
He brings that same strength.
Underneath the jaw there, that was rough.
He's such an intelligent professional wrestler and is able to undermine his opponent's confidence. Similarities to like a Boss Rutan, even though I believe he was from Holland, I think so. Right? It's part of the
You see, Malachi Black is a spooky gimmick I can get behind because he still is like proven to be legitimately dangerous. You see, that's funny you say that, Olive. Malachi Black refuses to lose, that's why.
I actually learned it from your former broadcast colleague, Mr.
It's a little cut and dry. It's not that simple. And I can't speak to knowing personally how this works. Yo, that submission hold is so dangerous.
Figure for a grip. Almost like a calf slicer. Well, he's got his own knee.
That's exactly it. It's more of a, it's kind of like a key lock calf slicer kind of thing.
His own wrist under the calf.
Would be a good shoot. Wild.
Riley using the length of his legs to stagger Malachi Black. Ooh, parting shot there by Kyle O'Reilly. Kyle's a fighter, we know that. Tough as hell. Certainly is. And he's been in.
Oh, nice counter. Planting his feet, getting ready to turn that into a Jujigatami. Not able to get him to break that S-trip, though.
O'Reilly searching for it.
Oh?
A striking battle between two great kickboxers, Kyle O'Reilly and
Oh, that's slick.
Jujigatami.
Very interesting counter to get out of there. Hooking the leg with the leg, pulling him down so he has that leverage to free his arm with.
Wrist lock again, counter on that wrist to break the grip.
Yeah, double wrist lock, trying to turn into a Kimura. He's trying to pass that wrist behind his back.
Lost the double wrist lock. Uh-oh, O'Reilly.
Rebound, caught, back elbow, nice.
Malachi Black. And now Malik. Oh, wow. Needle ahead there.
Yes, sir. Boy, I'm loving what I'm seeing from both guys here.
Yeah, and Kyle O'Reilly, I mean, with such respect
Oh,
for Adam Copeland,
love this for him. Found a target and he's picking.
the lengths that the House of Black have gone to.
Techers are teching. This sicko is happy.
Malachi Black, because of that respect for him, Tony.
I think
Copeland, I should-
I think the wedding ring thing was just too much.
And I mean, the House of Black saying it holds Copeland back. Look at O'Reilly though, snapping off that quick German suplex. Stop the rolling elbow.
Nice combination. That axe kick elbow combo.
Yeah, strong kick out by a tough son of a gun right there, Malachi, but heck of a comeback mounted by Kyle O'Reilly. I mean, heck of a comeback in this match, but I mean, heck of a comeback
A lot of yellow ink.
in life. Just being able to compete again, coming back from that neck fusion. Absolutely. As O'Reilly now probing with those kicks.
Almost 2 complete years he was out, and you would think you'd be gun shy after that, but boy, he has come in full bore here since his return.
He's late. I deserve tacos.
With that kick by O'Reilly. And remember, this Sunday it'll be Malachi Black locked inside a barbed wire steel cage against the rated R superstar Adam Copeland. The TNT Championship defended inside a barbed wire steel cage for the first time ever this Sunday live at Double or Nothing as O'Reilly and Malachi Black. A lot of uppercuts, forearms, low round kicks.
Yeah, body shots by Malachi.
Oh, the way he slipped his legs out there.
In a mount position here. Palm
Great transition work.
Malachi covering up as O'Reilly
Going for that armbar once more.
Gatame, the cross
I was anticipating it too.
with the S grip by Malachi. He doesn't want his arm extended. That'll tear a bicep. Now look at that transition by O'Reilly to an ankle lock.
Do you really think it's too low, though?
O'Reilly great
Because
wrestling.
all you really need is your hips to be lower than your opponent's. Sometimes they're a little too low. Also, could be a style choice. But I do hear where you're coming from and how that could be on the knees. Just look weird compared to Greco-Roman freestyle. Oh, okay. Interesting. O'Reilly versus Danielson would slap. Just give it to me, please. I'm so here for that, Lone Star. You're speaking to my heart. Oi! Out cold, brainbuster. 1, 2, out of it. No, I did approximately 1 day of basic drills. Yeah. And honestly, that was the fun part. I loved doing that. Would love to do that more. The drills were a lot of fun. The rolls were a lot of fun. I might even start practicing those a little bit more now. But it was more so just the culture of pro wrestling intimidated me, on top of the fact that it was going to demand so much out of me that I didn't have to give, and it wasn't fair for me to try and include myself in this environment of people who are literally throwing their whole lives to something that I would be treating as secondary to everything else in my life. So, yeah. You got enough knowledge to shoot on a wrestler. I appreciate that, Olive. I have been a wrestling fan passionately since 2007, over half my life now. Oh my God! And we're done here. Almost put his foot on the rope there, Malachi. Calm down. Is that done it since NXT? It does make a cool visual of him popping from even lower. Yeah, exactly. But I do appreciate that, Olive. It's funny you say that, because when I met Jesse, a friend of mine who's been in the biz since 2018, for the first few weeks, he was convinced that I was in the business and was just kayfabing him. He thought I was just pretending to be a in-the-know fan, and he would keep on throwing little things into his dialect to see how much I knew. And he finally caught me on, what was it? Oh, yeah, powder. I was like, he was like, it's like, oh, he took a powder, and I was like, what's that? He's like, oh, wow, okay, you really aren't in the biz, huh? And I was very flattered, but also like, that's not how it is for me. Oh? The red lights. Malachi ain't doing this. Appreciate that, Olive. And that's saying something, because you've been a wrestling fan longer than I've been alive. So I appreciate that. Very flattering. I like to consider that I'm an in the know. I hate that. That was so funny. That's so classic. But the way he just flopped to the ground. Food return, where the Hardys at? In the suit.
Be careful what you wish for.
You need to quick clean up, right? The blood bath is concerned. Wow, let's do the ref for that match. I completely missed him.
Look at that, man. What looks like a crime scene in the ring. Double or nothing.
It's not giving me any time, Sam. Dang it.
Cannot get here soon enough. Copeland, Black, TNT Championship, barbed wire steel cage this Sunday.
Yes. She got it, bro. Your energy and yeah, bro. You did your research and duty. Appreciate that. Yes. I can just run through afterwards. Yeah, I hear you. Try this really quick. It was Mike Posey. Dude, yes. This happened in WCW and WF when I was like 13 years. Yeah, the shouts out. I love callbacks like that. Like legendary callbacks. Or even just relatively like old callbacks. You know, just things from a couple years ago. Oh, yes, I am, David. Absolutely. I'll be streaming King and Queen of the Ring Saturday, Collision Saturday, and Double or Nothing Sunday. White guy with hair and then blanked. I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. But I don't like Kevin Nash. The Brood. Funny you mentioned the Brood, actually, because at my local school, Gangrel is the head trainer. And, of course, I met him in doing the basic drills and stuff on that day I went. It's very friendly to me. Very forgiving of me for getting the handshakes on the way out, because my Uber was at a delay, and I forgot about that until all of a sudden I got the call from my driver that he was there, and I was like, oh, shit, I got to race out. And I was like, oh, almost stopped. And I literally stopped at the door and came back to shake me hand, because I'm like, I didn't want to be a prick. Where's that being held? Double or Nothing is being held, of course, in Las Vegas, Nevada for the 5th consecutive year. Dope, though. Yeah. Right? Forgot to shake hands. Shameful. Yeah. Yeah. Trust me, that was easily one of the most embarrassing parts about that. Actually, probably the most embarrassing part of that for me. So now that I think about it, it wasn't too embarrassing. Everyone was very, very welcoming, you know. There was even one dude who was giving me tips, and honestly, I feel bad because he was the one who really like stuck his neck out to get me a chance to come in there, and then I kind of just like ran off. I feel bad. Didn't run off, but yeah, like I haven't. It said, "Don't be a stranger." I haven't come back around. Mainly though, I will make this defense for myself. A lot of their shows are like 1 county or 2 counties over, and they happen on Saturdays. Collision Watchalongs. Collision has since become a thing. Yeah, the shaking hands thing is like, That's right, that was a rest. I just being on a sleep schedule. Honestly, if I had known that wrestlers could be wrestlers like at or even younger than 18 in America, I would have been on that flow. 16-year-old Devin would have 100% done training if he was given the chance. But I just figured it was something that was out of my reach. And then by the time I was 18, I figured the business wasn't going to be welcoming to somebody my size. I'm 5'5" and 160 on a good day. And it felt like I was like, oh, I'm just not fit for it. I'll just stay on this side of the barricade. And then since then, it's become an industry dominated by cruiserweight wrestling and hybrid cruiserweight wrestling. And there are multitudes of top guys that are about my size. Not to mention people who started wrestling in ridiculously young ages. Fucking Jordan Grace, who is like a year younger than me, started wrestling when she was 13. How? It's hard, Flo, bro. You were in a bad time and you grew up in PG era. Yeah. I literally became a fan just as the Ruthless Aggression era died off. Okay, so Darby is still cleared, even though Garcia got involved there. Cruiserweights are dope though, and you can still do it. No, I hear that, Olive. It's crossed my mind, but one of the things that immediately became immediately became apparent to me was that WatchMania would kind of have to stop being a thing, or at least on the streaming side of things, it would have to stop being a thing, because I would be needed for wrestling in pretty much every time that I do a stream, and I wouldn't want to just do a sporadic stream here or there, you know? It'd be a lot. Yeah, again, straight up wrestling match. Why are we putting so much emphasis on that? Is it a standard match, or are we going pure rules? What's the deal? Ever make it? Could you train just enough to take a bump? Oh, absolutely. I was already doing bump drills. You see, I felt bad. Another thing I felt bad about is I don't want to say things were easy, because they weren't, but because like I was really struggling with the tiger rolls. I kept bumping and doing them. And in some cases, almost breaking my neck because I was thinking about it too much. But the other 4 rolls, just natural. The bump roll was a bit of a struggle for me, because my left shoulder has issues, minor issues, but issues nonetheless. Muscular imbalance and a lot of scar tissue under my lat. I love how they're doing all of these recaps to try and give us time to have this ring get cleaned up. Bring you in as an extra, just wreck you for fun. If you say so, Lance. I've been having a good time. I have gotten a little sidetracked a few times, but I think that's more on me than the show. If you're not enjoying it, though, completely understand. There are other things you can spend your time doing, you know? I could take 1,000 bumps when I'm gonna work out, skateboard, I do high speed activities, but it was just a bad time. I have the connection. Yo, you're a boomer doing all this, Olive? You sure about that, Stock? Yeah, shoulder issue isn't even the right thing to say, you know, because, like, I don't know how to put it without also sounding cocky, but, like, there's no, you can't be real with the app. Theoretically, boomer. Are you just early Gen X? Or Gen X? Is that the case? Oh my gosh. Why is Zach slaying? He doesn't even need that cane, but it's great. Also, Saraya in action. Yo, we're getting Saraya doing the wrestle. At least it's finally her coming out to her music. The Jericho segment I wasn't too much about. Granted, I completely talked over that because I'm just not about Jericho in general. I'm not here for the learning tree gimmick. Although it's winning over a lot of people. Not I, said the Devon. But yeah, awful isn't where I'm coming. Awful, I couldn't go with. I can understand it being meh. I can understand it like not clicking with you. I think awful is a little harsh. But again, that's your opinion, fam. I'm not trying to.
Harley sent off into the ropes. Mariah looking for the triple. Harley kicked to the midsection. Wow, that's. But Shivani, in the brief time we've been acquainted.
Oh, nice transition there from Harley. The chain under the skirt is certainly a choice. I'll say this: it's weak compared to 2022 AEW. I can understand that mentality. I don't know. I just don't. Maybe it's just the terminology that's getting me. Because weak, I wouldn't go. It's. But I guess, alternatively, you say it's not as strong as 2022. So yeah, I get where you're coming from. I don't know. I still enjoy it. Like, immensely. It's still far and away my favorite viewing of the week. So I can't bring myself to just be like, because it's not as good as it was, it's not good, you know? Yeah, I hear you. But yeah, no, I appreciate Lance bringing a more constructive opinion. He's not just trying to crap on the product for the sake of crapping on it. Presumably he. I don't mean to do so. But they're not crapping on the product just for the sake of crapping on the product. They're providing their fair opinion. And I don't mean to sound like I'm like undermining or patronizing you in the process of acknowledging that. I dig the merch for Harley and Saraya, though. It's simple but effective for their what the fuck ever they are tag team. There is, I make him. Yes, Eric, but the thing about that is I don't have the time. If there's anyone I'd want to do, it'd probably be NXT. SmackDown, I just can't bring myself to do it. The pacing of WWE in general is not for me. I like AEW when it's just like, wrestle, segment, wrestle. Whereas like, yo, let's go with the double team scoop at slam. Nice. But WWE will it'll be like, match, add, segment, add, segment, match, entrance, segment, other entrance, match. It drives me insane. I love watching WWE when I can fast forward through the parts that I just don't want to sit there watching. Yeah, that's exactly it, Ray. I firmly do not want to do a SmackDown and AEW stream. I don't want that part where I have people in the chat arguing over which product is better. I don't want to encourage tribalism by having them in the same environment. I'd want them to be their own streams, but because they're directly back to Oh no, is Saraya okay? Oh, Saraya with the bait. That's great. Oh, that scared me. The crowd even went quiet. Oh, you prick, Saraya. The jumping jacks and then the headbutt. Aw. W is for the... It's interesting you say that, Olive, because, like, I also think that they target a younger audience. They've just been focusing on that less so lately because they want to get some more ruthless aggression vibes going back. And trolling with her injury, she is truly... Right? She said, oh, Danielson, I like that trick. Mind if I borrow it? So you're more wrestling than storytelling. The thing is, Eric, wrestling is storytelling. I feel like WWE has really taken that away from the vast viewing of like the general perception of wrestling fans is that they are two separate entities. You could tell a story. That Kyle O'Reilly Malachi Black match was a story of Malachi constantly destroying Kyle O'Reilly's knee, which is a part of his offense, which is going to lead him to winning the match. Like, I can break down the more nuanced details of it, but that's getting away from this match too much. But yeah, it's just, I love it when the story is the wrestling. I love when wrestling is the crux of the story. I don't mind when a story leads to wrestling, but when the show is wrestling, when the environment, the world is wrestling, that should be the driving force, in my opinion.
Wouldn't want to get her mad. Tony, I mean, some of the greatest have been off kilter. Yes, they have. It's professional wrestling, and that's part of it, Shivani. Most people are nuts. Yes. You think Terry Funk was on kilter? No. I knew Terry, and he was not. I knew Terry, too. He was not on kilter.
You're spiritually better, in my honest opinion. You see, I definitely think there's strengths that go to both parties. I'm so happy to see Zach back. Can't wait to see more marks on Twitter. Find something else. Right? Exactly. He's like, what are you doing here in the States? Aren't you supposed to be hanging out with your family? I'm like, can't win with these people. Come on, Rhea. Bitch out some of the fans. I'm here for this. I'm here for that. Doesn't even have to be creeps. Just start harassing the fans. Like that's one of my favorite Saraya-isms.
Great teamwork, man. This is a good team. This Outcast team. There's been many, of course, variations of the
Fucking what, Rhea? Whoa. That's wild? Are you good?
This match, for the last few moments, has been all the outcasts. Harley, Cameron, and Saraya isolating Mariah May, but Mariah showing some signs of life, a flurry of elbows.
Eric sees the fish. What?
From what she's been going through. And fans, I just got a text from Toni Khan. Dynamite 1 week from tonight. A fabulous Kia form, the return.
No, not about choking.
Will earn a AEW World Championship at Forbidden Door. As AEW converges online.
Forbidden Door Casino Gauntlet. Yes. I'm here for this. They said, oh, y'all like the Casino Gauntlet? Yeah, we'll run it back. We'll run it back. So here for this. That match is going to be sick. Oh, again with the headbutts. I have a bloodlust and AEW needs to fulfill it. Oh my god. Wow. I've never seen that spot with the ladies. Mariah versus Saraya, Double or Nothing. I can be here for that.
In the suit of our AEW Women's World Champion, time is Toni Storm, the headbutt, and now
Never forget the match.
Mariah May and time with Toni Storm elevating Saraya and Harley Cameron respectively.
Fans are loving this, and I agree. These ladies are having a hell of a match.
Double superplex that.
Great back and forth battle. As now, wait a second. Harley kill. Powerbomb and Saraya. Powerbomb as well. 2 and time was Toni Storm able to kick out.
The world champion almost got pinned, guys.
And you see
By Harley Cameron.
Storm clutching the back of her neck after that powerbomb.
Yeah, that was a
Where's Tony had died?
tough on those power bombs.
Yeah, Harley is proving to be really, really sound with her in-ring work.
We've seen great cohesion by Saraya and Harley Cameron.
It's something that we didn't expect out of her because she never wrestled, you know?
Storm each with a boot of an outcast and
Okay.
a Storm Zero and a Mayday as Harley Cameron down and now once again.
Oh my god, that Storm Zero was like -1. That was so fucked up. The way it was 2-frame 90-degree angle. Holy crap.
And now the AEW Women's
Suplexes and I was about to cringe, right?
and Serena Deeb. As there we see the Deeb's Dojo flag once again. Time with Toni Storm taunting her challenger.
Yeah, she sure is. And oh, wait. Speaking of a challenger,
Watch out! Serena Deeb cracking Luther with the chair. And shot to the ribs on Mariah May. And
Oh, a headbutt from Serena now.
dropping the AEW Women's World Champion.
wait a minute. She did.
Oh, watch for the shoe.
Serena Deeb that just spiking Toni Storm the crown of the head.
With the heel of that shoe right into the head.
Serena Deeb laying out the AEW Women's World Champion, driving, spiking that shoe into the head of Toni.
Probably is definitely repelling from the rafters, right?
With Luther and
That could actually be a very likely thing. Oh my gosh, Tony's tapping.
This could do some serious damage. Before the match coming up on Sunday.
Literally just pull her forward, Aubrey. There must be some strict rule where the referees are not allowed to touch the wrestlers, which kind of no, because he just did that. What the fuck was that? Aubrey literally flatliner her. Do I just need to have a government issues identification card? Sounds like something Jericho and Callis would vote against immediately.
Like Jay just said, we are the greatest tag team in the world. And if you want a shot at these, you kind of have to earn it. So what I'm thinking is a gunfight at the Collision Corral with the Lucha Bros. Oh, your brothers? Oh, we are too. Oh, your ex-tag champs? Oh, we are too. And don't worry, we won't be hard to find. Just walk into the town, look above the saloon doors. It won't say Shadow Miedo. It'll say Guns Up.
Well, double or nothing, the Bang Bang Gang, the unified AEW World Trios champions, will face Death Triangle. It's not title right now, but that may not be the case come this Sunday night. And then 1/3
Who's talking?
triple main event, the Elite, Matthew and Nicholas Jackson, Jack Perry and Kazuchika Okada taking on FTR, Darby Allin, and Bryan Danielson.
Jay was just sniffing the title. Oh my gosh, taking a page out of a... Oh wow, that was main event points for the Bang Bang Gang. Jay taking a page out of Tony's book. Oh, they treat all carny motherfuckers need identity.
Remember, FTR not here tonight in Bakersfield. Darby Allin banned from the building. The American Dragons, Bryan Danielson, to go one-on-one with Satnam Singh. As we heard from Matthew and Nicholas Jackson earlier tonight, Taz, they said a win would be great, but I'm paraphrasing here.
featuring Bryan Danielson would be even better.
Yeah, I mean, that shows to the level. That shows the violence and the mindset, which is, it's all good, but it's the way you have to think, in my opinion.
Well, the EVPs have put a price on the head of AEW's team heading to Anarchy in the arena. And, of course, Lance Archer and the Righteous took care of FTR on Saturday. And now, listen, this is not this is a match, I got it, but it's not a match that's planned. It is a hit on Bryan Danielson.
Well, let's go to the ring and Justin Roberts.
Yes, Bryan Danielson, my GOAT, all-time favorite of the greatest. Never pinned or submitted in AEW. Oh, this is gonna be an interesting. Right, Lone Star. When I saw this match announced, immediately thought of you. I was like, oh, Lone Star is gonna be happy for this one. We saw him in on Triple Mania a few weeks back over on the Discord. We did a watch party. Shouts out Cam for setting that up for us. And Satnam fucked somebody up with a choke slam through a table, and the table like they just their head went through the table. It was wild, especially from the camera angle. You saw it happen. Satnam is a monster. Oh.
And we've seen Bryan Danielson in some of the greatest matches ever. How is he going to do this tonight, guys? How is he going to be able to overcome this, the Indian giant, as they call him? I don't see how he can.
Right. And Danielson is not the tallest lad. Classic David Goliath here. Ooh, that wasn't even a high boot. At least not for Satnam. It's Sanjay, Jeff, Jarrett, Jay Lethal. We got Bryce Rensburg as the ref. I think Taz was also answering your question. Just collapsing in the ring like that. I don't blame him. Frying pan doesn't cut it. It's just like a mallet of a hand. The way he's not even holding his arm around his head, but his hand around his neck for the suplex. What? Oh my God.
For Danielson to turn. Look at the troops surrounded him. What? Oh, it's Sanjay. What the hell are you doing?
Sanjay done angry. I was like, he was trying to just take the top of it to set up the table for a table spot. The whole damn thing collapses. Yeah, Danielson, see, I'm not sure what happened to that. I think it was like right after the Continental Classic, there was something that happened and he realigned with them. And then Mark Briscoe got caught up in the Ring of Honor World title picture and we just kind of moved away from that. I feel like that was supposed to be through the table. That table collapsed. I can't.
That's all this is.
You're right, Toni.
Welcome, Triple Crown. How goes it? Hope your night's been good. Hope you've been enjoying Dynamite. In fact, if not, let us know what you've been thinking of it.
Tearing up that turnbuckle pad, yeah. Ripped it off like it was taking a pillow off a bed.
Good. Bryce can't just let it happen. Ha ha ha! Yes! Let's go, Danielson. Oh my gosh, the Psycho need to put him into the corner. Okay, is another one?
Danielson chopping Satnam down with the kicks. And now gouging the eyes. Here we go. The choke, and now the kicks to the face.
God, what a hell of a night we've had.
Danielson winds up. Kick to the side. Oh, Satnam.
He's a, come on.
More. Oh. Ah.
Like the old cliche goes, frying pans for hands from Satnam Singh.
Right, Lone Star. Danielson's not above it. We know he's not above it.
Danielson, he's trying to fight his way off here.
Oh my gosh, the sky high hammer and handle.
Satnam dropping down to one knee. Both knees down. Keep it up.
When you use a hammer and anvil to knock down to bring down the beanstalk, oh my gosh.
He's trying, man. This cinched in.
Well, you got those long arms like that. It's actually easier.
Danielson.
Fuck that shit. No. Really?
Was to take out Danielson to get that bounty that the EVPs placed on
That's right. The bounty. But really? The main event, y'all? Nice. Danielson taking them all out. Sanjay Dutt trying to sneak in.
Sanjay's in trouble here. That's there, brother.
Oh my god.
This is a pitched battle for the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson.
And here come the Bucks.
What the hell? They have hijacked our shows. They've done all this. They're trying to take them out. Danielson's down now.
Right? That slap. Just noticed less tape. Love to see it. Right? You can see more of his back.
Forget we're staying with this. We got an overrun. And look, they got an envelope. What's your days are over?
We can only assume that's the cash.
Satnam is a mat rev.
Taking out Bryan Danielson. Well, the Bucks, I guess, men did well besides being the tag team champions.
What do you mean? Oh, what should I click on Discord? How do you watch this like last time? Yeah, it's the same way as last time. You look at the left column, find the curtain, and click on the curtain, and then we'll let you into go position.
Quite like this.
The big payoff. Sanjay's got his money.
And now look at Matthew and Nicholas. After Danielson was softened up.
Softened up is putting it mildly. It's pathetic.
Tuned up.
Yeah. Beat up. This is absolutely
Look at
pathetic.
this.
Look, you know what's coming, guys.
Danielson rolling back the EVP.
Yo.
That block backfired.
Always something left with Bryan Danielson. Always something left.
And Danielson teeing off on Matthew, though. Right hands to the head.
Oh, no.
Here it comes. The Continental
Yo.
The Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada. And also Perry from behind.
There he is. Guess he doesn't have the night off.
that Danielson can take after what has happened.
Where's FTR?
I'm sure.
Darby Allin, who's supposedly barred from the building. Oh, that's right. Darby Allin's barred from the building.
What can the referee corps do? Yeah, the EVPs, I mean,
The referees work for them in effect.
and the Rainmaker. I mean, we saw last week Matthew and Nicholas Jackson, they fired Christopher Daniels. They fired a man that they considered a friend. What would they do to the referees? Were they to
Right?
is just powerless to do anything. The EVPs are running roughshod.
Darby's been banned from the building. My God. What? This is
Aha.
nobody left.
But then a table.
And now the EVPs, Matthew and Nicholas, maybe. Hold on. What? The parking lot here. A car.
What the fuck is that? Tony Khan drove him in? Tony Khan doing his best Sue impersonation. It's a flamethrower. What the actual fuck? Eat that, Nick. He's just letting that thing blow. He's gonna waste all of the fuel in it. Of course he would have a flamethrower. Main event appearance points, right? Oh. Accidentally sets himself on fire. Bro literally did almost just set his boot on fire, though. Calm down, Nick. Listen. Walking down to ringside with that thing. Dude, chill the fuck out. You're just flinging flames around. Well, interesting go home Dynamite for Double or Nothing this weekend, which, by the way, we will be doing a watch along of for those who may have missed it, as well as King of the Ring the day before and Collision. Despite, because, you know, King of the Ring won't actually be normal time slot. It's going to be earlier in the afternoon due to the fact that it being international. That ending segment really was something else. So what's going on with the tag team? With the tag team? Which, with FTR? I think they may have just not been here tonight. But yes, y'all, that has been Dynamite for this evening. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you all to those who stuck through the issues in the beginning. So it was a rocky start, but we got it going. Do make sure to drop a thumbs up in case you haven't done so. If you're watching this on playback, please leave a comment. Let us know what you thought of the show. It does a lot to help us get seen, get us recommended. As we were told earlier by Olive, there's not too many AEW watch-alongs out there. So we wanted to try and get out there, get seen for those who might be looking for it. Because, well, these are good vibes. We want to spread the good vibes. I mean, what was that last thing that happened with the Young Bucks? They came out and started beating down Danielson alongside the Elite, and then Darby Allin showed up to the arena with being driven by Tony Khan and came into the arena with a flamethrower and fended off the Elite. Not before Nick Jackson got tossed through a table. But yes, y'all. Next time we'll be going live is Friday for Rampage. It's its own standalone show and stream again, but it's going to be at a special start time. It's going to be 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. BST. So make sure to swing by, carve out some time for it if you can. But of course, the VOD will be there for you. And right after that, we'll be going live an hour after that ends at 8 p.m. Eastern for my GM mode over on the secondary channel, the WM Network. Link in the pin chat and pin comment, and in the description for that matter. And then, of course, like I mentioned before, King in the Ring Collision, Double or Nothing. Hope to see y'all there one way or another. But until then, have a good night. Take care and happy wrestling. Peace.